You're tuned in to Game Chopping TV. Hip-hop media, real-world news, live video games, all chopped up in one place. We break down albums, talk culture, stream the hottest titles, and hit the streets for the stories that...
What it do? Welcome to another one over here, Game Chopping TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe because we chopping this game over here, man. Had to tap into this one, man. So you may be wondering, who is this right here? Some of you may already know, but she's nobody important, you know what I'm saying? But just a dirty MFer, you know what I'm saying? But let's get into the story here. So this is a Cinnabon employee, ex-Cinnabon employee, one or the other, right? So basically she's just a YT racist person, you know, who's gotten into made her, got a clip out now that's viral of her being racist on her job, you know, but heck, it's a trip how this goes. So look, so what you have here, I know what I noticed. So in the clip, it's like 30 seconds. What you got, it's like some African people, I don't know, so it only starts from where she's talking to them and mentions the N-word. I'm not being racist. The racist is the N-word. And she got to throwing that out around them. And, you know, like I say, they were, you know, like African or something. So they're like, oh, you're going to get fired. You're going to get fired. And she got to cussing them out and just dogging them, really. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they let it slide. They didn't let it slide. They tried to say a little something about, oh, you're going to get fired. Just little stuff like that. You know, just stuff that black Americans have pushed for to make happen. They, you know, which it should be if she's on camera being racist like that. It shouldn't matter who she says it to. If she's being racist, she should face consequences. But, you know, so yeah, but they were foreigners. And like I say, they let her get that off. If it was black Americans, y'all already know, we would have jumped over that Cinnabon counter, and she'd have been covered in that vanilla glaze they have on them Cinnabons, okay? We would have, done what we wouldn't have let that slide. This is point being clear. We wouldn't have let that slide, man. But they did, and so she got one off. And I really saw, I got word, I guess you could say, or now I am aware from scrolling through Willie D's channel, his page, and I saw that, and this is what made me even speak up on this actually, because, well, the YT people have done it again. When they see somebody being racist to a black person, when they see a YT person being racist to a black person, what do? The GoFundMe comes out and they get to funding the heck out of that account. And so I guess maybe she must have got fired or something like that. But all we know now is that she got some kind of GoFundMe or some kind of donation account, and they've hit her up to about like 100 bands or more. So it's like if you're YT and you're working a low-paying job or something like that, making minimum wage, all you got to do is get on camera calling a black person a racist name, let that get turned into corporate or whoever needs to, let you get fired, boom, the video goes viral, let people know where they can donate to your cause since you have been let go from that job for being racist. The YT clan, they will fund you. You know, I'm pretty sure she's made more money from doing that than she's ever made working at Cinnabon, right? And so this is what they do. This is what they've done. And then they see, and the thing about it is, they act like black people don't see this stuff or something, or because because what happened when that dude up there in Texas, when he unalived when that black kid unalived that white kid over that track meet thing. And then black people started funding the black boy. Then they want to act like this is the first that anyone has ever done anything like that. When we see them do it all the time when a white YT person does something wrong to a black person. You guys make sure they're wealthy and well off. You've done it too many times in our face. You've done it. You're doing it now. All because she called some black people the N-word and got fired for it. You guys literally enable all this stuff to happen. And then when the tables are turned on y'all sitting up here talking about, oh, you're sitting here funding the guy who stabbed him. Yeah. Of course, yes, of course. Happily funding them for the simple fact that you guys wait for any moment to fund someone like a hero just for calling black people the N-word, knowing our history. How can you get any pride, joy, or any of that out of knowing what's been done to a certain group and then people abusing the negativity, abusing them more, basically? You know? I mean, yeah, I know, I know things happen nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, things happen. Stuff happens all the time, but we're still that same group, and everyone hasn't done anything to you. You know what I'm saying? So, point blank, period. But, like I say, y'all do all that then, like I say, when we got somebody who, who have really, in most cases, in our cases, who had to defend themselves from some kind of crazed YT supremacist and ended up unaliving them like he did with that boy on that track meet. Then y'all want to cry talking about they're sitting, the people who are funding them are sick. Well, what do you call this? She was sitting up there on her job being rude, despicable to some potential customers or whatever. And y'all sitting here funding it. And nobody says nothing. Y'all sitting here and gave her over 100 bands. So, well, okay. We see it. Just know this now, YT people. We see it. And guess what's going to happen? Next time a black person gets in a situation with him having to defend himself from a YT person, guess what's going to happen? He's getting funded. Come on. Yeah. But that's the thing about white people and their money, though. They fund the most devilish things. And that's why I stand on this real hard, fool. Because, man, we are the group who need it the most. Well, who's owed that, but we need protection the most. Because, I mean, shoot, this is what, people are getting paid after the fact of doing us wrong. Guess by who? The devil people who got money in their pocket. I mean, it's like you should almost face charges. Or put it like this. When these people see when these companies see what's being funded, if it's something so devilish like this, like she did no good deed. Like, let's be honest, she did no good deed. There wasn't no self-defense in here. It was just pure her being antagonistic and racist. That's it. Just being antagonistic and racist. And YT people feel like they could fund the devil, the evil. They're funding evil ways. They're sitting there funding evil ways, and there's nothing being done about it. So, well, we're gonna fund righteousness with our black people anytime they're against, whoever, especially y'all, though, especially because look, this is what it is, ignorance, point blank, period. But the thing about it too, though, she got her rocks off on them, but this is going to show which the world sees it, but a lot of these other groups aren't always involved in it. The thing is, it's kind of funny to me, and a gotcha moment for me, because guess what? Those were immigrants. Those were foreigners that she did that to, that happened to have this kind of skin. It wasn't us. It wasn't black Americans. She didn't get that off on black Americans. She sat there and did that to some immigrants, some Africans or Haitians, or I'm pretty sure they're Africans. But she got that off on them. And guess what? The YT people, no matter what, a lot of them might not realize she didn't get that off on no black Americans. Those were foreigners. And guess what y'all doing? Guess what y'all did? Y'all are funding her basically over disrespecting and being racist to some foreigners. immigrants. She's trying to throw, the words that are, been thrown at us through history, but she threw it at immigrants because they were the same color. And y'all are turning around and funding her. And they're going to see this. You know what I'm saying? They're seeing it. That she is being so people are just, it's all good. Like say foreigners, they're not going to do anything. And in no group of foreigners, when you never see a group of foreigners fight white supremacy, you never. I don't care what group you mention, how big they supposed to be, about to challenge no white supremacy. They more have the if you can't beat them, join them mentality. So you got to worry about no foreigners. None of them about to do nothing. All they about to do is turn their nose up there and act like they do, try to show white people, hey, look, we're fighting up against them. Man, anyway. But the thing is, they get to see this. The world gets to see this. She's nobody special, but, the YT people, right or wrong, that's one thing about them. It's all about race with them, right or wrong. They gonna fund her just off the strength of her whiteness and trying to be racist to black people, which she wasn't. She got that off on some whole foreigners. Because, black Americans, we wouldn't have just, sat back like that. You know what I'm saying? Some things would have been thrown over that counter and all kind of stuff, man. Yeah, it wouldn't, you would have had to fund her. Matter of fact, we would have whooped her so good, Cinnabon wouldn't have fired her. God dang it. But straight like that. But she got that off on some foreigners. It wasn't black Americans. I knew someone right. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, man, it's a trip, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, man. If this ain't white tea privilege, white tea supremacy at its best, like I say, they didn't get it off on us though. You know what I'm saying? That's a gotcha moment for me. Because I got the wrong ones. Yeah, still playing the game dirty, and they gonna see that. Which it don't matter anyway if they see it, but they will see it. You know what I'm saying? And the world is watching, It is what it is. It's more of YT fatigue. You better believe that. Even though these people want to kiss your butts and say they got our fatigue. But it is what it is. A lot of these people shouldn't be here anyway. But like I say, they played it raw, man. They played it raw. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments, man. Another one over here, Game Chopper TV. Tap in, like, comment, and subscribe because we chopping this game over here, man.